Well, hello, 804 RVA, Jackie Page, holding down your middays, only on iPower 92.1 1041. And we have a special treat for you today. We are doing a special edition of the Young and Bold segment with Elevation Global Media Group. And if you have never heard of Elevation Global Media Group, it is a pioneering media organization that connects visionary leaders and world changers globally through radio, podcasting, television, and print. Even with all the changes that we have experienced over the last few months in 2020 with COVID-19, CEO Cassandra Ferguson was still able to birth this amazing and unique vision. Young and Bold was birthed from the riots and civil unrest that happened in Baltimore, Maryland back in 2015. Cassandra Ferguson felt something in her spirit as she watched the news, and she said to herself that her heart was aching, and it hurt that she saw young people that wanted to be heard, that needed to be heard. And she knew that they had a purpose and wanted to find a way to make sure that they got heard. So today I have the young woman behind Young and Bold here with me today to share more with you about the segment Young and Bold and how you can get involved. So first, I want to bring in Miss Crystal Foster. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
More than welcome. And I got to tell people your fabulous story. So you were born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. You are the mother of a beautiful 7-year-old. Kudos to you. You found your love for production and media in Baltimore at Baltimore City College High School, where you graduated in 2004. And then you went on to pursue your bachelor's degree in communication art from Johnson C. Smith University in my hometown, home city of Charlotte, North Carolina, and you graduated in 2008. During your time in college, you had several leadership positions, including being the senior class president of the graduating class of 2008. Like I said, that is just a little bit of what you did. You started working with the Elevation team in 2015 as the production coordinator for the Cassandra Ferguson Morning Show, and you are currently the director of production for Elevation Global Media Group. You are host and producer of the Young and Bold segment with Elevation Global Media Group, and you are super excited for the plans that God has in store for your life. So, hello, Crystal. Once again.
Hi.
Up next, I have to bring in Destiny Bell as well as Jade Williams. Hi, ladies. How are we doing today?
Real good. How are you?
That's good. So first, I want to introduce Destiny. Can you raise your hands, everybody? Perfect. Everybody knows who you are. Destiny, you were born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland as well. You are currently a sophomore at LaSalle University, and you are majoring in broadcast journalism and media. In the near future, you aspire to be a talk show host, and you are currently a proud member of the Elevation team, where you serve as a host for the Young and Bold segment with Elevation Global Media Group, and you are thankful for this amazing opportunity. Hi, Destiny.
Hi.
And last but not least, we have Miss Jade Williams. Wave your hand so everybody can see who you are. Awesome. I love the peace signs. Yes. Jade is an ambitious creative with a heart for God and his people. You have traveled both internationally and right here in the States, ministering through song and dance. You have been afforded an opportunity that a lot of people don't get. You have been on a number of great stages like Carnegie Hall, the Kennedy Center, and so many more. Education is something that is super important to you, which I absolutely love. You are currently enrolled in 2 certificate programs with NYU and Berklee School of Music, where you are studying music business. And you plan to use your educational background in the industry to start your own management company and label that focuses on all areas of creative arts. All of you ladies are doing phenomenal things in this world. So first, a huge kudos to each and every one of you. Young and bold is what we are getting. So let's go ahead and talk about leadership, because each of you ladies in your own respective rights are leaders. So, and I'll start with you, Crystal. Let's talk about what true leadership is. What is true leadership?
Well, I feel as though true leadership is someone that can lead a group of people down the right path, being there to support the person, encourage, and just uplift them and give them, see the potential in them to make them realize that there's potential for them to be, better than what they are or in a position higher than where they are, and encouraging them and just being there to support them pretty much and guiding them down the right path.
Destiny, same question for you. We're talking about being young and bold in leadership. So what is true leadership to you?
True leadership to me is when you're courageous, when you're authentic and 100% yourself. But as a leader, you need to make sure your followers know that it's okay to stand by you. Oftentimes, people feel like following is bad. It has such a negative connotation. But as a leader, it's your responsibility to make sure your followers know that it's okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Jade, have to ask you the same question. What is true leadership to you?
So true leadership to me, definitely want to sum up everything that my sisters have already said about true leadership. Another great thing about leaders is that leaders see things in people that they may not normally see, and they are able to use different tactics and strategies to pull those things out of them so that they can actually be their best selves. That's one really, really great thing about being a leader. And as a leader, it's okay to admit when you don't know everything.
Yeah.
I believe that being a leader, you have to also know how to be led, because it's something we don't know everything. So it's okay to say, okay, let me fall back and let me figure this out for you. And then I'll come back with the correct information. So that's what leader is.
Yeah. Young and bold. The word bold is so bold. I'm just gonna put it out like that. It's so bold. So when we're talking about leadership, what does bold in leadership look like? What is that? Crystal, I'll start with you. What is bold in leadership?
Being bold in leadership is, to me, pretty much being able to stand up for what you feel is right, even if someone don't agree with your opinion, or if someone don't like the way that you are doing things, but you feel as though that this is the right way to do, then that is being bold. Just pretty much standing up and taking a stand for what you believe in, not caring about anybody other's opinion, and also not necessarily trying to manipulate people to go on your opinion, but it's just, standing up for what you feel is right.
Destiny, what is bold in leadership?
Okay, I love this question because I feel like all three of us will go in leadership. If you think about it, you don't see many people like our age or young that are standing on the forefront, or they're just too scared. So I feel like being bold is being fearless and having the confidence to break barriers, break those stereotypes. It's what we're doing right now.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Jade, bold in leadership.
So when I think about being bold, I think about two words that came to mind, which is fearless and faith-filled. So you have to be. I don't want to use the word nervous, because when you're nervous, that just means that you're human and you still.
Yeah.
But you have to be fearless to the point where I understand that there are going to be consequences to what I'm about to do, but I'm still going to do it. And then you have faith-filled, because you really don't know what the outcome may be. You may have a consequence, you may not. But you have to have your faith in God. I talk about God a lot. You have to have your faith
do what you need to do, bro.
And believe that He's not going to put you on this path for you to fail. Something is coming out of this, and you have to have the faith that something is going to come out of what you're about to do. So fearless and faith-filled.
Oh yes, fearless and faith-filled. I'm actually going to write that down. Because that's real.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. Snaps. Destiny, this question for you. The goal of Young and Bold, or the Young and Bold segment, is to create a space where young people can be bold without feeling like they have to be judged. You're in a number of leadership positions. How do you create a space not to be judged?
Well, thankfully, I have a mom who's raised me to be myself, and I have a strong personality. I'm very outgoing, so I've never really had a problem with showing my personality. But I also have to be aware that not everybody is like me. I encounter people that are shy and reserved and introverted, but I try to make sure that I give off not necessarily this vibe, but people understand that they can come to me and that I need to make sure others feel comfortable, non-judgment. I think that's the whole goal. You have to make sure you're judgment free because if someone feels as if they can't be themselves around you, they're not going to want to come. They're not like you can't lead if you have no followers, and if you're mental, they won't come.
Yeah, Jade, you just a second ago. And you said this, I talk about God a lot, and that is something that a lot of young people are afraid to do. Mm-hmm. They're scared to do it. They're afraid that there's some judgment that will come along with it, that not everybody is going to agree with them. So what would you say to a young person who's in that space of like, hey, I want to speak about what my beliefs and what my values are, but they're afraid?
I would say to them, one, your voice matters. It may be small. You may think that no one hears you, but someone's listening. So one, your voice matters, and how you feel and what you believe is valid. One thing that I had to overcome as an adult was that my feelings and my beliefs are valid. Even though you may not agree with them, that's okay. They may not even be right, but it's how I feel. And you can't tell me that how I feel isn't valid and isn't right. So one thing I would definitely let them know is that regardless of how you feel, whether it's right, whether it's wrong in your opinion, it's valid. You have a reason to feel how you feel. So it's okay to express that. And also be prepared for I don't want to say backlash, but also be prepared for someone to oppose what you're feeling. Mm-hmm. That's okay. It's okay to disagree. But the main thing is that you have a right to feel how you feel, and you have a right to tell people how you feel.
Come on, y'all are just speaking nothing but truth right now. Yes. Crystal.
Yes.
As a leader, as a mother, I know it gets difficult always having to do the right thing. One, do you ever get tired? Are you ever like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this anymore. And then two, what would you tell the person who is doing the right thing, but they're not getting noticed? And they want that notoriety, but it's just not coming. So one, do you get tired? And then two, what do you tell that person who wants the notoriety and they're not getting it?
To be completely transparent, yes, I do get tired sometimes, but at the same time, I have to think about the bigger picture. And what I would say to someone, like, even though what you're doing is going unnoticed, at the end of the day, that goodness will pay off. And I feel like, you reap what you sow. So if you are sowing a good seed and doing good things, then you'll receive that back. It may not be the timing that you want or the timing that you think it should happen, but everything happens according to God's timing.
Yeah.
And I always live by this. Everything happens for a reason. Now, a time when I felt like I was going unnoticed, because I worked in hospitality for 11 years. And I was in a supervisor position, and there was a manager position that became available. And I was, doing everything. I was already in the leadership position, but I wanted to go higher. Mm-hmm. So I was doing everything I needed to do, showing up, being there, attending meetings, and, doing everything. So I for sure thought that I would, get that opportunity. But then I was like, dang. So at that point, I felt like everything I did was pointless. Mm-hmm. But then at the end of the day, when I didn't get that position, I was friends with the girl that did get it, and we were having a conversation. And in my mind, I'm like, goodness, thank God I didn't get that job, because she was telling me all of the headache that she was dealing with and everything she had to do. So that made me realize that wasn't for me, and God was protecting me from that headache
Mhm.
or have to do so much time. So I feel like continuing to do what you know is right will eventually pay off. And at the end of the day, I ended up having a different position that was higher than the position she had. So it all worked out on my end because I continued and persevered, continued doing what I was supposed to do, doing
Yeah.
the right thing.
Yeah. Destiny, for somebody that may be watching this right now and they're not being noticed, what advice would you give that person so that they can continue to push through? Because it does get hard when you're doing the right things. You're trying to get the notoriety. The notoriety is not coming and you're just like, look, I want to give up. So what advice would you give to somebody watching right now who's like, I want to give up?
Personally, I can give you a story of when I felt like giving up. I mean, it's a different area. School.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody my age is dealing with school and then the online transition. I wasn't passing my math class face to face. Then we went online. I wasn't passing online. But let me tell you, I really felt like giving up. Email my teacher, like, girl, I can't do this. I tried.
Yeah.
I had to pray. I had to look to a higher power because I knew that with me, destiny, that college math was not going to get done and it wasn't going to work. But at the end of the day, she passed me. Because something had to come over her spirit because I didn't that word didn't come in.
Right.
So I say that to say you lean to a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
That will help you. You need that burden off your shoulders and don't give up. Don't give up because everything will work out for you in the end. I promise.
Jade, same question. What advice would you give to that person watching right now and they're like, I'm not being noticed. I don't know how much longer I want to keep doing this. I'm about to check the deuces. What would you give? What advice would you give to the person who feels like they're ready to give up?
So my apostle did a teaching on Romans 8:20, which everyone knows. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and those who are called according to His purpose. The word "good" actually means to function. So the word "good" in this particular scripture isn't necessarily about feeling good, but it's about functioning and adding to who you are as a person. So even though it may feel like what's happening right now isn't what you want, isn't what you think should happen, it's all literally working so that you can function as a person, so that you can function as the person that you're supposed to be when you walk this earth. So keep going. No, even if how you planned it, it didn't plan how you planned it. It's all adding to something. So you're getting another level of faith. You're getting another character that's being added to you, and it's all going to work out at the end.
I love it. With Young and Bold, what do you want this segment to? What do you want this to do? What do you want people to take away from it? Crystal, I'll start with you.
Well, with the Young and Bold, as me being the producer, I see this going far, whereas getting people having different conversations with people, letting this be a safe place for young people to be able to express themselves without feeling judged, without, thinking that they not heard. So I want this to reach people. Like I said, different show topics. We don't want to talk just about leadership. We're going to talk anything from dating, relationships, fashion, sports, anything that attracts young people, because I want this to be like fun. I don't want it to be boring, like, I don't want to go with them. They talk about church too much and I don't want to go because they boring. I want it to be, of course, we're going to keep God front and center.
Oh yeah.
I want it to be, whereas I feel like as a leader, we have to meet people where they are and then lead by an example and guide them and pray to God that they will follow suit.
Yeah. Destiny, what do you hope that Young and Bold will accomplish?
I agree with Crystal. I want the same goals, but also, like, I'm a college student. I'm trying to bring a different perspective to the world. I feel like a lot of college students, like, if they believe in God, I feel like even I at first thought I had to live up to the standard or like live by the Bible and everything. I just feel like being on this segment on this Young and Bold show will give me a platform to show y'all how you can be yourself and still love God. So it'll just speak volumes to multiple people, and I can lead by example.
Jade, what do you want people to get from Young and Bold?
For I would like people to think of Young and Bold as a safe space for them to release what's on their hearts, but then also a training ground for them to get tools so that they can grow and to be bold. I want us to do what the title says, young and bold. Mm-hmm. It's okay for us to be in our teens, 20s, 30s, I'm almost there, and still be bold and stand for what we believe in, who we believe in, how we feel, and be okay with it. And then also be able to accept constructive criticism and be able to grow from that and have tools that we can apply to our everyday lives so that we can be bold, and then we can bring others along to be bold with us.
Crystal, question for you. As a Black woman, I know there are a lot of Black women who are watching this right now, and they are like, you know, I'm scared, I'm nervous, I don't know if I really have a voice to do this. What advice would you give them when it comes to being young and bold and actually cultivating that voice that they have inside of them and letting that voice be heard?
I would just tell them this is the reason that we have the Young and Bold segment. For people that feel that way, that feels like, oh, I'm scared or I don't want to express myself. Just like what Jade and Destiny was saying, we are here to create that safe space. And I would just let them know that they have a voice and guide them in a way to allow them to see the potential in themselves, whereas they become not afraid to speak up for themselves. It's like if someone is in a situation where they like scared or don't want to say anything, then as us being on the Young and Bold team, we will be there to support them and show them that you have a voice, and what you say or how you feel or what you think really matters. Even though it may not feel like it in the beginning, or you might be ashamed of how you feel. But here in Young and Bold, we don't look at it as that. We want to hear how you feel, and we will not judge. So I would just let them know to just be authentic, and if you're shy, then go to someone that you know that, you know, will speak up, and just let them know that this is my voice and I want to be heard.
Awesome. Destiny, same question to you. For the college students, the college Black women that are watching this, and they're like, I'm scared. I don't know if I can use my voice. I don't know if anybody will hear me. What advice would you give that Black girl looking at you right now? Like, I wish I could be her, to get her to where you are speaking and being young and being bold.
I tell that Black girl to do what I still do, pray and manifest. And then also, most importantly, you need to believe in yourself. Y'all know that saying, you can lead the horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. This is a safe space for you. We are the water. All you got to do is come your way and drink it. I promise you, we won't steer you in the wrong direction. Just believe in yourself. That's all you have to do. Believe in yourself, please.
Jade, what would you say to the Black woman, Black girl watching you right now, and just hoping and praying and wishing that she could be as bold as you are in your faith and everything that you do? What would you say?
So I'm going back to the Bible. So the Bible says, what a man thinketh, so is he. The first thing I would tell this beautiful Black woman is change your mindset. You can do and be whatever you think you can do or be. You don't have to be like me, because I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm just as scared as you are. But I had to change my mindset and say, okay, if I'm being presented with an opportunity, then obviously somebody thinks that I can do this. So even if I don't know what to say, just literally coming in here today, I was shaking. My mother was like, "Oh, you're nervous," because I couldn't even see something that was right in front of me. And she's like, "Oh, you're nervous." But she was like, "No, you can do this. You've been presented with this opportunity for a reason.
Yeah.
So you can do this." So I had to switch my mindset to, okay, I'm nervous. However, somebody believes that I can do this.
Yeah.
So let's just do it. So that's the one main thing that I would tell her. Switch your mindset. Change your words. Change what you speak, because what you speak translates in the atmosphere around you. Words have sound. Sound travels. So before it even gets to something, it travels through the atmosphere. So the atmosphere is causing things to happen before it even gets to its destination. So change your words. Change what you say. And you'll be all right.
Those affirmations.
That's real. That's real. Crystal, I see you itching to say something. So go ahead. I feel like you have more that you want to add to this, that you want to tell our Black women watching.
Yes. And I just wanted to say, like, as a mother, I am teaching my daughter to speak up for herself and be bold in, her answers. Because with my daughter, especially with this virtual school stuff, I kind of see that she second guess herself sometimes. So I'm trying to break that out of her and teach her to be confident in herself. And I feel like that's not only for young people, that's for older people as well. Like my daughter, she's 7. This is not only for 7-year-olds. This is for anybody from 20, 30, anywhere, that you need to be confident in yourself and know that your voice matters, or if you just be confident. So yeah, I just wanted to say that, because I'm teaching my daughter to be, bold and confident in who she is, and don't care about other people's opinions about how you feel or what you think, and don't let anyone make you feel like your feelings is not valid.
Yeah. And I'll just chime in and say, I think it's important that for any of the Black women that are watching and they are just like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous, getting connected with a group of women who are young and bold is very important. Life hits, and when it hits. We are going through different stages of our lives every single day, and you need people there to help you continuously grow the young and boldness that you have. It's not one of those things where it's like, boom, I'm there and I've achieved it. Like, no, when you step into a new phase of life, and Crystal, I'm sure you can attest to this, graduating from college, moving on to motherhood, being in a leadership position, every role that you've taken has taken a new form of young and boldness from you. You had to step into a new you, and having this group of women here to support you has really been helpful. So definitely for any Black women that are watching this, you need to be supported, point blank, and the period, throughout all phases of your life. It is period poo. It
is. Surround yourself with people that will uplift you and encourage you.
Yeah. Through all phases of your life, because we as women, for real, we go through a lot, and life changes every single day. So yeah, surround yourself with women that are like-minded and trying to do the same things that you were trying to do. A lot of great information was shared today, ladies. If anybody is interested in getting connected with Young and Bold in this segment, Crystal, I'll throw it back to you. Where can they get this information at? And then also just want to, if you have any social media that you want to plug, drop that information.
Yes. Now, to get connected with Young and Bold, you can look on our Facebook page, the Elevation Global Media Group, on Facebook and Instagram. And the Young and Bold segments air every 4th Monday of the month. We have a Young and Bold segment on our Maintain Mondays. So the 4th Monday of each month at 12 o'clock, we are live on Facebook.
Any social media that you want to?
Yeah, my social media is Crystal Shannair, CrystalShannair on all platforms.
Follow. Destiny, where can people find you on social media?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram name is Michelle_Destiny_. I'll spell it out for you. MICHELLE_DESTINY_.
Thank you, Destiny. Jay, where can people find you on the social?
So my little Facebook or whatever is just Jake Williams on Facebook, and then Instagram is just_uniquely me. That's my Instagram. And guys, go support my friend's shirt. It says
Black Queens Matter. That's real.
Black Queens Matter. It's called Urban Hippie. Under Urban Hippie. So
that's real. We do matter. Crystal, Destiny, Jade, ladies, thank you so much for chatting with me today about being young and bold and what you all are doing, and really just giving some needed inspiration and motivation to a lot of women out here in the 804, throughout the world, because a little bit of everybody gonna see this. But thank you for being so young and bold in what you do each and every day, and using that to help change lives and help other women and men, to be quite honest, help them find their boldness. So thank you. To everybody tuning in right now, thank you for watching. The Elevation Global Media Group comprises of Elevate Your Life Radio, Elevate Your Life Tour, Young and Bold, and Elevation Rewind. For more information about the ministry and launch, be sure to visit. Get your pen and your paper out. www.elevationglobalmediagroup.com. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back who act like they can't hear. www.elevationglobalmediagroup.com, or follow them on Facebook, and they are tagged in this post. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Ladies, Crystal, Destiny, Jade, thank you for chatting it up with me. And I am Jackie Page from iPower 92.1 Make sure you follow us on all social media at iPowerRichmond, and check out the website iPowerRichmond.com. Have a great day, guys.
Bye.